Raza and the Night of Courage. Chapter 1. The bright boy of Konkana. In the warm, red-soiled village of Konkana, nestled between rolling hills and whispering forests, lived a boy named Raza. He was known throughout the village for his sharp mind and respectful behavior. The elders said he had the mind of a chief and the heart of a lion, though Raza himself did not believe the last part. He was a joy to his parents, Papa Tandan, Mama Ayesha, and beloved by all who knew him. He could solve riddles faster than most adults and remembered every proverb he was taught. But despite all his intelligence, Raza carried a secret fear, one that made him feel small. Raza was terribly afraid of the dark. He could not stay alone in a room when the sun went down. Even during the day, he hated being in places where the light didn't reach. And at night, when the lanterns were turned off and the shadows danced on the walls, he would run into his parents' room and curl up between them. Chapter 2. The Lion in the Dark. Raza's fear had a beginning. One Harmattan evening, when the wind was dry and dust flew like little spirits in the air, Papa Tund sat by the fire and told him a story. It was a tale of a mighty lion that once roamed the nearby bush. According to the story, the lion was so strong that even hunters feared it. One day, a proud hunter entered the forest, thinking he could defeat it. But the lion was clever, and in the end, it was the hunter who was never seen again. Papa Tund told the story to teach courage, but to young Raza it planted a deep fear. That night, when the moon cast long shadows across the room, Raza imagined the lion's glowing eyes watching him through the window. Since then, darkness became his enemy. Chapter 3. A Night Like No Other. One night, something strange happened. Raza woke up. The room was unusually quiet. No gentle breathing from Mama Aisha, no soft snoring from Papa Tund. The mat beside him was empty. He sat up and listened. Silence. He called out, "Mama, Papa." No response. Fear crawled up his spine like a lizard. He quickly pulled back the curtain. His compound outside was bathed in moonlight. The air was still. Not a soul was in sight. His heart pounded. He was alone. He wanted to scream, to run, to cry, but something stopped him. He heard his mother's voice echo in his mind. Fear is a shadow. It disappears when you carry your own light. With trembling hands, he reached for the small lantern beside the door. After several attempts, the flame flickered to life, casting a soft glow around him. He had lit his own light. Chapter 4. The Moon and the Boy. Lantern in hand, Raza stepped outside into the quiet night. The moon hung high in the sky, watching over the village like a silent guardian. He walked slowly to the old Niam tree, the one he loved to climb during the day. He sat on the wooden stool beside it, gazing at the moon. The wind whispered through the leaves. The shadows of the trees swayed like dancers. But this time Raza didn't run. He didn't cry. He was scared, but he was also calm. He waited there all night, the lantern beside him, the moon above him, and courage quietly growing inside him like a seed watered by moonlight. Chapter 5. A New Brother, a New Raza. As the first rooster crowed and the sky turned pale with dawn, Raza saw a figure approaching the compound. It was Papa Tund, his face full of joy. Raza ran to him. "Where were you?" Raza asked. Baba smiled and placed a strong hand on his son's shoulder. "Your mother went into labor last night," he said. "I took her to the health center. She gave birth to your baby brother just before dawn." Raza's eyes widened. "I was alone," he whispered, "all night, and you stayed?" Papa asked, looking surprised. Raza nodded. "I lit the lantern and I waited." Baba Tund laughed, a deep, proud sound. "Ah, my son. The one who feared the night now guards the moon." Chapter 6. The End of Fear. From that day on, Raza was different. He no longer ran from the dark. He no longer begged to sleep in his parents' room. In fact, he became the one to check the lanterns at night and walk his baby brother to sleep when he cried. The villagers noticed the change. "The lion of the dark has become the boy of light," said the old herbalist. "Truly, courage grows in silence," added an elder. And so Raza's story became one that mothers told their children when the night wind howled and fear tried to slip in through the cracks. Even the brightest child must face the darkness. But it is the flame within that lights the way.